They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good hands there by Allen, and the Bears advance the ball. And he may have a new home in Chicago, but you know he's going to be the same reliable weapon out of the slot he's always been. Broke into the league with the Chargers with Phillip Rivers, then broke in Justin Herbert out there, and now gets a team with a rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams, and you know he's going to be more than reliable and make big plays in the Chicago offense.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze from 13 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Dalton. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still needing 10 yards, now it's third down. In motion right goes Johnson. Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's got his tight end, it's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
In motion right is Mingo. Dalton here from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
You have to figure with this offense on second and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on third and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become fourth down?
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. DJ Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll go play action here with Williams. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air, Williams. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To throw, it's Williams. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Carter from 13 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
In motion goes the tight end. Play action here with Dalton. Got a man. That's Leggett. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Play action now, Dalton. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Throwing, Dalton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeMarcus Walker in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Here's Dalton. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Here's Williams. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
To throw, Williams. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Passing, it's Dalton. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Checks this down to Hubbard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. This will be Dalton again. That one complete till again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw here, Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Williams going to look to throw again. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Dalton. He completes this one to Mingo. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. More the motion man. Dalton now to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big A'Shawn Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. So Dalton now. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. More the man in motion. And Dalton to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Andy Dalton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Another big-time play there by Clowney, who spent his college career in South Carolina. He really now has returned home as a professional to help the Panthers get back on track. Back in the area, getting after QBs.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be at the end of this play on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
Here's Dalton. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Dalton. Again, it's Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From midfield here, Dalton. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Dalton. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Another chance for Dalton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw here, Dalton. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 1st and goal. Now Dalton to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now second down and a few inches. Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They do tack on the extra point as well, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's Williams. Finding Allen, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw, Williams. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. To throw once more, here's Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run right here with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.